do it. Seeing as we're all Diablerists here to one extent or another, we should probably not talk about it, and we definitely shouldn't get caught doing it, which just means be careful. But of course you won't be doing it. Now, a bit of background on Elysium here. Two schools of thoughts. Either the physical meeting location itself, which could be anything really, where the court is being held, so it's a set of rules, or a building favoured by the elders. Now, many Elysia are buildings with great historical and cultural significance, so art galleries, museums, libraries, and also the Toreador have had some influence on this, making sure that the art is protected in these Elysia. Now, where we're going is Darwin College, so that's a university, so that kind of fits there. Now, rules of Elysia. No violence. The whole point of Elysia is that kindred can meet in safety, they can meet in peace. No violence should be prosecuted against individuals or objects. So, destroying artwork is as much a crime as destroying a kindred. Remember that when you're looking at the hideous modern art that's bound to be around. And, you know, consider breaking that is like breaking a person.
You mean a vampire?
Well, it depends on whether the person is ghouled or not, and that's the property of the vampire. But yes, yes indeed. Going on from that, no conflict. The Elysium is a neutral and safe space. Personal conflict, including argument and political discussion, should be left at the door. So basically, don't get into arguments and don't talk about why communism is a better form of government than, you know, Labourism or conservatism or anything else.
What if they start on that?
What? Oh, then you can call upon the Keeper of Elysium to say that they're behaving badly.
Wait, so we're not allowed to order that?
Not really.
Oh.
Well, I'm not going to stop you, but you shouldn't really.
Right.
And following on from that, no weaponry, except in certain cases, of course. And carrying weaponry in Elysium is generally considered to be a bad form unless you're a deputised official or, you know, a state dignitary. For example, the bishop. I'm sure if anyone tried to take their sword off, they lose a, you know, soul. Now, access rule. Important thing about Elysium. They're open to all kindred, Camarilla, Anarchs, and Sabbat, technically. However, as a corollary to that, everyone is expected to behave. So when we turn up, please don't start fights and we'll be looked after. One important thing, discretion overall. So not kicking off in the Elysium, not being a nuisance, should not attract attention when entering, leaving, travelling to or from an Elysium. Although you are covered by the laws while going to and from an Elysium, you should not attract attention. Such behaviour will be considered a breach of the first, and as I said at the beginning, that's a bad thing and very, very likely to get you blood hunted and killed. Now, language in Elysium. We prefer refined language as opposed to coarse. We like full words rather than contractions, and formality is preferable to slang. Remember, we're going to a Camarilla Elysium, so they're kindred and not Cainites. They are the Camarilla and not those Ponzi bastards. And examples of full language would be, why Seneschal, could you please introduce this young lady? As opposed to, all right, Squire, who's the bit with the big bazookas? Now, that would be considered vulgar and coarse, and so, you know, it's generally looked down upon. So use the first. So, in summary, behave. Don't argue with others, engage in combat with others, damage the artwork or the building, carry weaponry openly, or be rude or speak in a vulgar tongue. Now, are Dirk and Mickey here?
No.
No, but I'm on
We
babysitting
can
duty.
skip that one then.
Oh no, I'm sure we... I was considering telling them this was a stealth mission.
Right, well, this is mostly for Dirk and Mickey's benefit, but I'm sure, you know, if you want the really refined summary, behave. And if you think that your actions will upset any of the above, then don't do it. And, you know, unless they tell you to do it first.
Yeah.
It's a very poor sketch, I'm afraid. Adobe Photoshop isn't quite so good with the whole lines and circles and things, but yes.
So this slide is specifically for the two people who are not here.
Who aren't here.
I'll get a close-up of it. There we go.
Yeah.
I'll show it to them.
Everyone remind them whenever you see them. Whenever you see them. Even if you blink and then see